Some anime are dark because they show blood. Others are dark because they show people breaking. These are 7 dark anime that don't shock you once they see with you and they don't leave. My Home Hero. No monsters, no superpowers, just one irreversible decision. When a normal father kills to protect his daughter, the anime doesn't ask if it was justified. It asks what it cost. Every episode tightens the pressure, every lie poisons another relationship. Every solution creates a worse problem. There's no thrill here, only anxiety. You don't watch him win, you watch him barely hold everything together with shaking hands. This is domestic horror at its most realistic and most suffocating. Alright, this anime doesn't ease you into its darkness, it throws you straight into it. A boy who can transform into a monster, a girl who crawls inside him to fight, and a power system fueled entirely by desperation. Every transformation feels wrong, every relationship feels transactional. Trust isn't earned, it's leverage. What makes the anime disturbing isn't just the body horror, it's how quickly morality becomes negotiable when survival is on the line. No one here wants to be a hero, they just don't want to disappear. Pets. Pets is about losing your mind, slowly, surgically, and on someone else's terms. In this world, memories can be rewritten, personalities can be reshaped, and people are reduced to tools until nothing is left. The horror isn't loud, it's confusion, emotional erosion, the fear that your thoughts might not be yours anymore. By the time you understand what's happening, the damage is already done. This anime doesn't scare you, it dismantles you. Blue Literature Series. This isn't horror, it's confession. Adapted from classic Japanese literature, each arc dives into depression, addiction, self-loathing, and emotional collapse. With no filters, no monsters, no dramatic music to save you, just people drowning inside themselves. What makes Blue Literature brutal is how calm it is. It doesn't exaggerate pain, it presents it plainly and lets you sit there. Some stories don't end, they just stop. Shadow's House. At first it looks like gothic fairy tale, living dolls, elegant halls, perfect manners. Then you realize the dolls are children, and the house exists to erase who they are. Oppression here is chaotic. It's organized, cruelty is routine, rebellion isn't punished, it's corrected. Most of the victims don't even know they are trapped. And that's the horror. ID Invaded. This is what happens when trauma becomes a tool. Detectives dive into the mind of killers, but only because they are broken enough to survive it. Each case strips away their identity, each answer costs a piece of their self. And the system doesn't care as long as it works. The darkness isn't the murders, it's how disposable people become once their pain is useful. You don't leave the anime entertained, you leave it empty. Heavenly Delusion. This anime doesn't just hurt you, it lies to you first. Behind clean walls and smiling children, in a system built on control, secrecy, and abuse, outside the world has already ended. Inside is rotting quietly. What makes Heavenly Delusion devastating isn't shock value. It's realizing innocence was never protected, only preserved for exploitation. Identities blur, truth fractures, and survival demands things you can't undo. By the end, you're not asking who's good or evil, you're asking what's left of anyone. These are not anime you binge for fun. They are the kind you finish and then sit in silence afterward. If you've seen any of this, you already know what I mean. Let me know which one hit you the hardest or which dark anime I missed. This is Otaku Vortex and I'll see you in the next one.